Friends, welcome to my workplace at Ranaghat, West Bengal, India. In this video, we are going to see membranectomy. The patient is a 17-year-old boy. He underwent cataract surgery with PMMA lens implantation many years back. And now he has developed thick fibrosis of the posterior capsule. A thick membrane has formed which can be treated by EAG laser. EAG laser cannot make a hole in that membrane. So we have decided to do membranectomy, and this surgery is going to be tough. So after making 2 incisions, here goes the irrigation and here goes the cutter. The cutter goes behind the intraocular lens, and I try to cut the membrane at the center, and I find it very difficult to cut it. So with 200 vacuum and about 3000 cuts, it's not making a hole, but I keep trying. And here I could make a hole just behind that, just inferior to that thick band. I could make a hole, and I go behind the band through this hole, and I start cutting. The vitreous over there is getting cut at the same time. And here it is. I have managed to make the band has got cut. Now I have to trim the either side of the band and advance. This is the left eye of the patient. The incisions are at 7 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And I am using my right hand for the cutter and the left hand for irrigation. Initially, I thought of doing pars plana vitrectomy, but then I thought if I'll have to struggle a lot to make a hole, and that may cause collapse of the eyeball. I didn't want to make 2 sclerotomies in the pars plana, that is one for irrigation and one for the cutter. So I decided to go limbal, and it is working well. I am advancing and making the hole a little larger, so that the visual, the central part of the visual axis is nicely cleaned. And EAG laser cannot do this. This is very tough membrane, and we are excising the membrane by the vitrectomy cutter, and that is why it is called membranectomy. Ectomy means excising, cutting and removing a part of a tissue. Now, as I come out, I inject an air bubble to maintain the anterior chamber. Unless we did do this, the anterior chamber will collapse, because I have done lot of stress of the anterior wall of the wound, and there will be immediate leakage of fluid, and the anterior chamber will collapse. Now I have injected visco. My plan is to place the IOL behind the iris in the superior part. So I use a spatula, and there is a thick tough band which I could not tear it off. After 2-3 attempts, I abort it. Then I come from the other side. Here it is. I could free for some part, but there is a thick band here at around 3 o'clock which has to be cut. I have taken the cutter at this time. What I could have done differently is probably make a side port at around 10:30 o'clock and use a scissor instead of this cutter. That could have been less traumatic. However, I did this at that moment, and I find that it is okay. Still, there is a band which needs to be cut, which is at around 2:30 o'clock. So I go again and remove this band with the cutter itself. And now the lens has gone behind the iris in the upper part. In the lower part, the iris is very thin, and it has been adherent to the posterior capsule so firmly that if we try to separate the iris, we are going to do a lot of trauma. Now I am going to remove all the visco that I have used and plan to conclude the surgery. At this time, I am using this air bubble to form the anterior chamber, and now I hydrate the side port, which is at around 7 o'clock. This is a bit of moxifloxacin, and now I take the hydration cannula BSS and hydrate this corneal stroma of this wound at 7 o'clock, and this wound is nicely sealed. And before hydrating this wound, which is at around 2 o'clock, my plan is to remove the air bubble with Simcoe cannula. So I take the Simcoe cannula and remove this air bubble. A small bit of air remains, it's okay. And now I hydrate this wound at 2 o'clock, hydrate the corneal stroma of this wound. And then I find that the eyeball is not firm enough. So I take the irrigation cannula or bimanual IA, clean this wound and inject some fluid in the anterior chamber. Now the anterior chamber is nicely formed. The case is concluded here. Thank you very much for your attention. The patient is doing very well in the postoperative period.